I have to have 2 cameras. So one's for Skype and one's for the stream. So this is. Whoop. So it's really loud. The kids are really quiet up there. It's really strange. What's going on? There's no movement at all. Had to deal with a sore penis just now. Josh has got a sore penis. Had to get a cold flannel. I don't know what. Had to Google it and then get a cold flannel and cover it. And it's just it's so bizarre. I'm not used to these things with kids. What do you do? I don't know. I have to deal with a penis, a sore penis. God, who do I ring? So, okay, I'm done. I'm ready. I've done Facebook. Yep, set up cameras. Skype is offline on my laptop. Online. Good. So welcome to the Thursday stream. So I do these streams twice a week. I do them on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. UK time, and on Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. UK time. So you can see me live at those times. Occasionally I can't do them, but I normally post that on my website, rebekahmaroon.com, or my Facebook page. But normally I'm able to do them. And ask questions at those times. You can. And you ask questions through Skype. And my Skype address is Rebekah Maroon. So just send a question through that or call in through that. So I've titled this talk A Celebration of You. Of who? A celebration of you. There is no one. My eyes feel really funny today. I think I have, it could be hay fever, I'm not sure. I feel a bit glazed over, like there's a film over them or something. They're close to water, but not quite watering. But they feel quite close to it. So it must be hay fever. I don't know. I haven't been sneezing or anything. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So celebration of you. So the human used to be a problem. I was a problem. This machine, this human, was a problem that I had. I was a problem. And the whole life was about solving this problem. That was the whole experience of being human, was about me. And it felt like the only way that there would be some kind of happiness or some kind of peace or freedom would be in the reality, that realm of me and my problems and sorting them out. That was the only place to find freedom and find peace and find happiness. So that was the journey. And that journey could be a journey in the arena of work, career. It could be in the arena of partners and children and getting married. It could be in the arena of what else is there? Education, learning more. It could be in the arena of spirituality and getting to a place of enlightenment, or it could be in the arena of spirituality in the sense of healing the body to a point where it could, I don't know, attract things and have different experiences that were like above normal, so spiritual experiences. Either arena it was focusing on, it was about getting to a place of getting to a place where I could be sorted out in that arena and I could find happiness or fulfillment or peace through it. Sorry, my nose is a bit runny now. Maybe it was hay fever after all. So that was all there was that arena, that reality, me and my problems, me on my journey to solving those problems. And that's what seems to happen in humans. This energy gets stuck in that reality, stuck in the reality of a personal, making that the human personal, a personal reality. about me. And this is suffering, that story, that reality of you, where you've come from, what you've been through, where you're trying to head to, what you're currently stuck on, what's in the way of you reaching this future projection. But being limited to that is suffering. It's not really about those things disappearing, actually. It's more to do with you, that being all you are, this sense of this is me. I am that limitation. That I belong in a timeline. So this waking up is a waking up to that which is beyond any limitation, to that which doesn't belong in that timeline. And to that person who is made up of timeline, it's impossible to hear that, because all that person knows and can possibly ever know is itself, is its realm, is its reality, its timeline. It's limited to that. It can only know that. So this then isn't talking to that seeming person. This is speaking, just speaking, and there can be a resonance with what is being spoken. And that resonance is beyond you, beyond time, beyond who you think you are, beyond any ideas. There's something here that is so free that nothing can stick to. Nothing can harm. And in that appears everything. Out of that appears everything. Out of that appears a human. And that human has been conditioned, trained, has learned things. That human has imprints of seemingly previous humans, genes passed on. And from the genes and the conditioning in this life, it will have preferences, ways of being, ways of seeing things. Whatever it's learnt and added on, will affect that human and change that human. And it's just that something takes hold of that human, that innocent human, and claims it to be who it is. Claims to be a separate, independent experiencer. So this awakening is an undoing of that energy that's claiming the human. An undoing of all the ideas and beliefs that are being held on to as truth, being held on to as who I am, being held on to as the reason why I'm not free. So this is a total love affair, a discovering of the true essence, that the true nature of this life, of this human. Discovering the origin of everything. A total love affair. Not with anyone, but with yourself, which is all things. And nothing. This isn't about tidying the human up, although I feel that happens anyway. A natural tidying of the human up. But to look for your freedom in that tidying of the human is a mistake, and it's endless. While there is a human, there will be tidying of the human. There will be learning of the human. There will be growing and changing of the human. But there is something already here that is free and doesn't need tidying or healing. It is perfection. It is immaculate. It is untouchable, unchangeable. But it allows the play of existence with all the opposites to appear. So we peel back these layers and we ask, who's experiencing this? Where is everything coming from? What is the nature of everything? And no one can answer that. Even scientists can't find anything. Teachers, spiritual teachers can talk about it and point to it, but no one can give you that. This has to be discovered. And this is a celebration that all you've ever wanted, all you've ever been looking for externally, in the world, in others, in things, is right here. Sorry, my eyes are a bit tired. Okay, so I think it's finished. So you can call in or message me now on Skype. Oh. Hi, Shan, are you live? Yes, I am live. What a nice dress. Thank you. It's a top and a skirt, but this is, you can see the top. This is also homemade. I made it years ago. I haven't worn it for a while. Thank you. Hi, Maro. God is a persona. God is a persona, an impersonal entity, or both. So is he a persona or is he an impersonal entity? God. God is a God. God is a word that has been used for I'm not sure how many centuries. And I think when we hear that word through conditioning over the centuries, we immediately, well, at least I do, I don't know, but we immediately picture, well, I used to, not so much now, but I picture a man, a white man with a white beard, long white hair, up in the clouds somewhere, looking over us and knowing everything about us, and etc. God is a persona or an impersonal entity. So yeah, we perceive it to be an entity, a person, a human. I'm not sure why that is. I think we always tend to do that. We tend to personify things. Maybe it's to do with being able to relate to it on a human level. I'm not sure why we do that. But I don't believe that initially that was the way that word was used. I think over time it's become that. I think initially that was the word given maybe to describe. But the way I use that word, if it isn't like that. It isn't referring to a human or anything. It's a word I might use to describe the mystery, that which isn't. That which isn't. How can you describe that which isn't? How can you name and label that which isn't? Like anything, we label to communicate. Chair, table, cup. It is used to communicate. Pass me the cup. I'm on this chair. But actually, this thing isn't a chair. It's a name given just to talk about it. So in the same way, I'm assuming God is a name that was used to describe that which can't be described. So I wouldn't call it an impersonal entity. I wouldn't call it an entity. It's not a thing. But the mind can only picture things. The mind is a tool to picture things, to describe things, to work things out. So more importantly, why is that even, why do you want to know that? What use is that to you? Not being, I'm just asking you, not being rude, just saying like, why would you want to know whether God is a persona or an impersonal entity? Why is that relevant to anything? Why don't you find out? Why don't you find out? Find out. Find out who's looking. Find out what that sensation of the bum on the seat is, and find out who it's appearing to. Find out who's breathing, who's hearing, who's thinking. Try and find the origin of all of this. Then the word God will be irrelevant. The word God won't touch it. We're so used to language and thoughts and meaning. That we're staying on the surface level. It can be scary. Being aware of deeper than the surface, deeper than thought. Going deeper than meaning and language. Because you won't exist there. Thank you, Maro. I think it's Maro. Beautiful. Oops. You're welcome. Thanks for your question. Hi, Paul. What do you think about therapy? Any point to doing it? Therapy. I think it's great we have therapy available. I personally didn't find it very helpful when I sought help in terms of counselling and therapy. But I think having it available for people who may find it helpful is really great. To have somebody else you can tell things to and get off your chest is obviously a great thing. So I think if you need therapy or need someone to talk to, therapy is a wonderful thing, and I definitely suggest it if you do need that. And also now there's so many different therapies you can have as well. So there's much more, less talking and more physical therapies that are available now, which I didn't really know about at the time. I myself have even trained. I've trained and still partly training as a Reiki healer. So I think therapies in terms of working with the, not just the traumas of like story traumas, but actually the effects of trauma on the body. So working with chakras or just emotional releasing stuff, I think is really, really important, actually. So yeah, it's definitely a place for therapy. What do I think in the sense of how, if it relates to what I'm talking about now, non-duality, awakening to who you are? It's not something that will lead you to this discovery. Doing therapy, it will definitely help the human. It will definitely help the human. Because all we have really is the human. We don't live in a spiritual reality. It's a human. This is a human, physical, seemingly physical reality. So to help this machine function better, with less problems, and it can only be a good thing. But will it help you to discover this freedom? I don't really feel like saying no, because who am I to say no? Who knows? I have no idea how this works. Who knows? Who can say no? I just don't know. But it's not what I'm talking about. But who knows? Sorry. It's not a very clear answer, but is therapy good? To enlightenment, no, but who knows? Sorry. It depends what you want therapy for, Paul. Basically, it depends on what you want therapy for. If it's to heal a trauma or to have better connections with people, maybe, then yeah, therapy can help with that. If it's to feel more relaxed or get over a fear of something, or then yeah, therapy is great. Maybe. If it's to find something, if it's to find fulfillment, if it's to find home, if it's to find love, true love. And then I would suggest non-duality. Is to find freedom from suffering. I would suggest non-duality. If it's to find ultimate unconditional love, non-duality. So yeah, thank you for. Feel free to say more and add more. Okay, he's writing. Of course, sorry. It's Anne. I forgot you use your husband's Skype. Would someone still need or benefit from it after awakening? Therapy. Yeah, I would. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I think you can always. I think you can always have therapy or therapy after awakening. If the machine or the human has issues in certain areas, then why not have therapy to help the body, to ease the body, the patterns or the conditioning of the body. I mean, you wouldn't need it in the sense that you need it, but why not? If the body feels there's a movement to that, then there's a movement to that. But it's not. It's so different. It's not for freedom anymore. It's not. It's just different. Life's just different. Nothing is for freedom anymore. So whether it be having a lover or anything or a career, it's more for just the joy of it, the pleasure of it, rather than it being so important because it has your freedom in it. So the body will move to what it moves to, and that could be moving towards therapy if that's needed for that body. So I would say definitely you can have therapy. This is not about being a certain way. It's not about having to be a certain way. It really is freedom. So therefore, there is no like rules and regulations. It's just the body being what it is, going back to its natural way of being. It's so beautiful. The human being the human. It's so beautiful, going back to being that child, like human. It's just so beautiful where you trust the body, you trust the human. There's just such a trust there. The flow is just easier. It's more obvious what to do, what not to do, where to go. It's just a flow. So after awakening, the human can still choose to eat healthy foods, can still be into going to the gym or into having Reiki or therapy or whatever. You can do anything, whatever it feels to. I can imagine it sounds quite crazy. Like, why would you go to therapy? Why would you have therapy? Like, what's wrong? Why would you have therapy? It's like saying, why would you go to a fairground ride? Why would you do that? Why would you? It's like, because that's what's happening. I don't know. Just the human is just a human. It's no longer a problem. It's funny the ideas we have of superhumans. Like, you're going to be a superhuman. You won't cry anymore. You won't get angry. You won't do this. You won't do that. We think we become something else. We become special, and it's not. It's the taking away of something, and then the human goes back to being innocent, back to being pure human, without this claiming energy. The human's free to be as it is, and that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. And that's the celebration of you, the celebration of the human, the unique human that every human is. It's just nothing's expressing as every seemingly different human having a unique experience as that human. I mean, how beautiful is that? And this human is far from perfect, but it is perfect as it is. It's so unique. Thank you, Anne, for your question. But if you feel drawn to therapy and you're afraid of that because you think, oh, I'm going to be not following non-duality, having therapy, then that's not true. Follow whatever that body wants to follow. If you feel you feel drawn to therapy to help with an issue, then I would say follow that. Follow that. Follow it. You feel it. What's right for you, follow it. Don't let ideas and beliefs limit you and stop. Oh, that's a lot of writing. So is fear also just a thought? I don't think fear is a thought ultimately. It's more of a sensation that happens, like a response that happens in the body. It's like a survival mechanism, fear. The muscles react, breathing changes. It's preparing to fight or flight. So it's not a thought, it's more than a thought. Then fearful thoughts will come from that, of what's happening, am I safe, where's the threat, these kinds of thoughts. Why is this emotional fear any different than a real fear of height the body feels? Oh, standing above a cliff. So why is this fear different? I'm not sure the fear is different. Why is it different? I'm not sure it is different. The same reaction in the body. The body's really like simple. There's no interpretation. It's just fear. There's no different fear. There's just a fear response. So I'm not sure it is different. It's like I'm gonna die. It's that fear response to self-protect, self-preservation. That's the word. Self-preservation. It's a natural response of a living animal. So then the question really is, what are you afraid of? What is that fear about? What is the perceived threat right now? Yeah. Maybe you could go into that fear, like allow that fear to come up, allow it to consume you, and see if there's someone that is alive. Who's alive? Is that sense of aliveness belonging to someone? Is it your aliveness? And so you fear not being alive. Yeah. I knew what you meant. Yeah. 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 I would say, just find some time and sit and allow that fear to come up. Really allow it to come up and feel it, but I don't believe that can happen. Like, I don't believe it can happen, but I mean, like, I don't. Yeah. You don't believe sitting with it can do anything about that fear, you mean? No, I don't believe that you're going to do it. I don't believe you're going to sit there and allow it to come up, so I don't really see the point in me saying it, but I just feel like I don't feel like there's an interest really in that. So I don't believe that will probably happen, but yeah. What's the interest you think I have then? I don't know. I just went to say it, and I just felt like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's not you personally. I just felt like say it, sister. Say it, sister. Yeah, I can't say it because I don't know the words. Like I tend to feel something, but I can't articulate it. Say it, sister. Oh, funny. Yeah. Thank you for your question, Sharon. Oh, much love to you. Hi, Heel. Hi. What do you mean? What do you mean with find out who's looking? Oh, what do you mean with find out who's looking? Does that help? There is nothing to find, and nobody who can find out. What do I mean with find out who's looking? What do I mean? So you've heard that as an instruction for you to do something. So you've interpreted that as she's talking to me as a person, and I have the choice now to then do something. And I understand that that's how it can sound in language, that I'm talking to a separate someone that has free will. Yeah. That's how it sounds. But that's not the way it feels here. And you might then say, well, change how you're saying it. But in language, we talk like that. In language, we say things, you, I, we talk like that. We talk like that. So in me saying, find out who's looking, it's not talking to someone. It's not saying you can do something. I know it sounds really bizarre. It's just speaking about something. Who's looking? It's not asking that person. It's saying, who's looking? Oh my God. It's not saying, try and find out. It's just a revealing that happens. But I have no idea how it works. So I don't know. You're welcome. My eyes still feel funny. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. And thank you for the questions, everyone, and for interacting with me on the stream. So yeah, I'm back on Sunday. Sunday at 10:30 a.m. UK time. Be there or be square. So, bye.